And the sales head said, yes, this, Dipika, I want my team to have this same kind of passion. And I got the project. After I told him this story, I did not have to talk about what my workshop is going to be, what my pricing is going, nothing. He understood that I understood his problem. And when I say the first one, stories from your personal life, it could also be stories that you've heard, for example. So I'll give you an example. My husband and I like road trips. We like driving, and we take a lot of road trips. And this was many years ago. When he was with Castrol. Every time we would take a road trip, he would ask me to note down numbers of trucks, right? Because prospective client. So he would tell me, Dipika, there's a truck, note down the number. Now, after a point, this was a time when, there were no smartphones. I said, I can't take a photo of the number. I had to actually note down the number. We came to a point where he didn't even have to tell me. We are on the highway. There is a truck. I will note down the number. And then next week, he will go and, try to crack that client. That was the drill that we had. Now, I remember a few months later, I was just thinking about this one day. And a few months later, within 1 week, I narrated this story twice. One was at a social occasion where we were all discussing, oh my God, we do so much for our spouses. And I was like, oh my God, every road trip I would sit and take down numbers of trucks. I've done so much. Castrol also owes me some money, etc., etc. And the next, I had gone for a pitch to a company where the sales head wanted to meet me for a meeting where I was supposed to train sales teams, right, on storytelling and pitching and communication, etc. And we were talking about what is going to be the structure of the workshop, what will I actually do, and what will be the pricing, typical stuff, typical product related, pricing related stuff. And then I told him this story. I said, his brief to me was that my sales team is very dull right now. I don't know why. So then I told him this story. I said, my husband was so passionate about sales that he involved me also. On a holiday, we are going on a holiday and he's telling me, Dipika, please note down all the trucks ke numbers. And on a highway, imagine how many trucks you see. Especially Delhi, Jaipur, you see so many of these. Anywhere in Rajasthan, you'll see so many of these trucks. Constantly I'm taking down. So I was telling him he was so passionate. He would ask me to note down the numbers. In the next week, he would go and, call them up and try to crack them. And the sales head said, yes, this, Dipika, I want my team to have this same kind of passion. And I got the project. Uske baad, after I told him this story, I did not have to talk about what my workshop is going to be, what my pricing is going, nothing. He understood that I understood his problem. Just with this story, he understood that I understood his problem. And now that I have the problem, I will figure out the solution. He doesn't have to tell me. I don't have to tell him ki ye 3 sections honge workshop ke, one day we will do this one. He's like, you've got it. I said, yes, I've got it. I know exactly what you're talking about. That one story got me that project.